Oh, David. David, she isn't anywhere, and she shouldn't be alone in her condition.
Well, you're probably right. She's convinced that Kevin's going to give Ace back to her.
She won't quit.
Do you know that as soon as you let the nanny go, Kelly called her back and said, please don't take another permanent job somewhere because I'm going to be calling you and rehiring you any day now.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Look, maybe this is a little more than you and I can handle.
No, we can handle it, David. We can handle it just fine. We can. Hi.
Hey.
Kelly! Oh, honey, where have you been?
Oh, I was doing some shopping. Ooh, look. This cute outfit I got for Ace. Isn't this adorable?
Yeah.
You were shopping for the baby?
Yeah, I've got furniture coming too tomorrow afternoon. Now, don't look at me like that, okay? Dorian, I know what you're thinking, but I talked to Kevin.
Oh, dear.
And it was, it went better than I thought it would. We talked about the baby, and he's angry. He's very angry, but he's gonna come around. He is. I have to believe that. And when he does, I want to make sure that Ace's room is ready for him.
Flash and I were great together, and...
I know, you had this deep artistic connection.
Well, no, it's more than that, and you taught me there are more important things than that, and so...
Good, I'm glad I could help. I'm gonna get out of here.
Where are you going?
I don't know anywhere but here.
Do you not understand what I'm trying to say?
Whatever I say to Natalie, it's never the right thing.
What did you say that was so wrong?
I just came down on her about her boyfriend. He's just a jerk.
Well, you care about your sister. And, of course, you don't want her to get hurt by a man of questionable character. And what she implied about your attention to me, look, you and I both know we're only planning a benefit. I know what's really bothering you. You want Antonio to return from the hunt for El Tiburón.
You're right, he is on a hunt. It's like he's lost it there somewhere. Thanks for trying to make me feel better, though.
I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, should we reschedule?
Reschedule? Why are you here meeting Tico?
You said some files were missing. What case?
Daniel, I think John's got it covered. Really. As a matter of fact...
It's okay, Nora. This one's on me. The Octavio Vigil files. They've gone missing.
But that was the hitman who got whacked?
Alleged hitman.
We're definitely talking about a theft here.
Who the hell managed to walk into a police station and walk out with evidence in a murder case?
All that matters now is that Antonio never knows the truth. He deserves to know the truth. Do you understand what's at stake here? People's lives could be ruined if this truth gets out, Angelina. You have to keep your mouth shut. I'll do what I must do.
What's taking you so long? I mean, look at all this stuff. We hardly even made a dent.
Well, we got a ton of donations.
Yeah, now we have to lug it all the way back to the community center. I mean, whose bright idea was to make this the drop-off point? Was it Nick?
That'd be me.
Well, did you ever maybe consider having people bring their contributions, I don't know, maybe to the place where they actually need them?
Yes, I considered it, but I thought this might be more convenient and safe. Sis is not crawling around with people operating heavy equipment. Is that a bright enough idea for you?
I can't argue with that. I hate this stupid project, all right? I just want it to be over.
Not more than I do.
Guys, it's a public place. What's going on?
He is upset because the guy that he likes never called him, and so now he's taking it out on me.
Oh, so what, you're a therapist now? And what about you? You're doing the same thing.
What? How?
Your dad disowned you for taking your gay brother's side, and now you're taking it out on me. Why? Because I'm gay?
I have an appointment with Tico. Why are you meeting with him?
Jessica is helping me with details for the heart benefit I'm putting together. And your brother graciously agreed to listen to a business proposal. I have a small publishing company I'm putting up for sale. Buchanan Enterprises is the ideal buyer.
Actually, I'm glad you're here, Jessica. I want to show you something. Excuse me. I have tomorrow's early edition of the Banner Sun with your first story on the Santi family. It's nice work.
Thanks.
I think you'll like it. She says nice things about you.
I can't wait to read it. May I keep this copy?
Sure, I brought it for you.
Thanks.
Listen, Ace is upstairs in my hotel suite with his nurse. Go up and see him if you want.
How's he adjusting being away from Kelly?
Good. Go see for yourself. Got him away from her just in time.
Kelly, sweetheart, Kevin has divorced you. He's taken your baby away from you. You've got to face reality. There's no way he's ever going to give that baby back to you.
I just don't know why everyone has to think the worst. You hate Kevin.
He earned it.
Fine, but you weren't there. You didn't hear what he had to say. He told me that I shouldn't give up hope.
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna get sucked into your negativity, all right? I'm gonna go. I really just want to be left alone.
Kelly, where are you gonna go?
I'm going to work on Ace's room, all right?
I know what's going on. Kevin's building up her hopes so he can crush them.
Look, you said so yourself. We can't keep an eye on Kelly every minute of the day. What if she sneaks out and tries to get to Ace? Kevin could have her arrested.
Yes, that would be just like him.
I think that you got to call the therapist who saw her. Now, you just told Kelly that she's got to get a grip on reality. Well, so do you. Look, being scared for her is not going to help matters. It's only going to make them worse.
Jen, just listen.
I already know. You're going back to Flash.
Jen, it's...
Why would you want to be with me when you could be with your creative soulmate? You know, I don't write music. I don't sing. I can't even compete with that.
Jen, you don't get it.
This is what you've been hoping for all along. As long as Flash wasn't right here in your face telling you it was over, you always had this hope. And even if you and I got together, sleeping with me wouldn't have meant anything to you.
That is not
You say that I've
true.
heard it before, and I don't want to get used again. So if Flash breaks your heart again, don't come to me because I can't be friends with you anymore.
Look, I can't be friends with you. I'm in love with you.
Excuse me, I'm Doreen Lord. I am meeting Dr. Marie Quintana here. Has she arrived yet?
She's conducting a seminar in one of our conference rooms. She'll be out shortly. Would you like to wait at a table for her?
Well, actually, I'll get a drink at the bar, thank you.
So, you like Jessica?
I like the article.
Well, she's a good journalist. Getting better all the time. She's already asking you questions.
Yes, and so far she's been satisfied with my answers.
You know, for someone who wants to stay in the background, you're keeping a pretty high profile.
Well, she asked to interview me. I didn't want her to think that I had something to hide. And besides, being in the background doesn't mean underground.
I'm just saying that maybe we shouldn't meet in public so soon after the custody hearing. People in this town know me. They see me with you, they might make a connection.
There is none. The judge simply ruled in your favor. A wise decision for everyone.
Good evening, Agustico.
Dorian, how nice to see you.
I wish I could say the same thing. I really do not understand how you can be sitting here having a drink with slime like this.
You know, personally, I'm thrilled that a Santi hitman is off the street. But guess what? It's still my job to prosecute his killer.
Daniel, John knows that.
No, Laura. This station should have the best security in town.
Someone from the station took the files.
What, do you think you got a dirty cop?
The shooter who tried to kill Antonio and hit Angelina Paredes instead was recovering from being shot himself when he escaped.
The prime suspect in Vigil's homicide is Sonia Toledo, right?
We never had enough to charge her.
But Antonio Vega's been spending a lot of time with her. That's why you put him on desk duty, isn't that right, John?
He thinks Sonia knows a lot more than what she's saying, yes.
Maybe Antonio Vega got some answers from Sonia Toledo, and in return, he's keeping her out of prison for murder.
It's time for your pain medication.
I don't need it.
Angelina, you've been shot. I can see that you're in pain.
Leave me alone.
Listen. Nothing good can come from Antonio knowing the truth. It's what Tico wants. You know that. Do it for him. Good. I know how much you love him. Angelina, if this truth gets out, it can ruin people's lives. Good people. Antonio, he's a good man.
See.
There. Get some rest. Everything will work itself out in time.
Yes. Everything will be fine. As long as Antonio stays alive.
Good night.
So are we okay?
Yeah, we're okay.
I didn't mean to take things out on you, okay? It's just that you were an easy target. You were standing right in front of me, you know?
I know.
Yeah, it really has been a very long, hot summer for both of you.
Yeah. And not a relaxing one, that's for sure.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go to the diner and get something cold to drink. You want anything?
Yeah, I'll take an iced tea.
You know what? I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, while I'm gone, why don't you find a place for this?
So, you want to talk?
I don't know. You know, I've just been, thinking about things, you know, reevaluating.
Reevaluating what? Us? Because I'm really sorry.
No, all right? And I don't want to talk about you or your ideas about my brother right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm just not ready to talk about that yet.
Okay. So, what have you been reevaluating?
I'm not really sure why I'm doing any of this anymore, you know, like even this community center project.
Well, you're doing that to make up for some incompletes.
No, I know that. But my college degree has always been something to make my dad proud of me. And now he's not even gonna make it to my graduation.
Sweetie, you really have to start living your life for you, not for your dad.
Well, how can I live my life for a man like that? He hates his own son because he loves another man. I mean, at least all you think is Eric shouldn't get married. I mean, is that something I should be happy with? And am I just supposed to walk away from them? From my dad, my brother Ron? Am I supposed to give up on them? Michael, I don't know.
No. Don't give up on anybody. At least not yet.
Hey,
Hi.
where are you going?
I'm gonna go bring these baby clothes to Kevin.
Kelly, he doesn't need them.
He can use them. He can use them until we make arrangements to bring Ace back here.
I really don't think you should go.
Well, you can't stop me.
Oh, I'm not going to try to stop you, but I would like to suggest that you stop trusting that Kevin has a heart because it isn't there. Look, why don't you just stay here tonight with us? Get some rest. I am going to tell you something that I think maybe you've forgotten. You are a really strong woman, and I think you're beautiful.
Shut up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll stay here.
You'll stay?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
You know, it's only been a few days. So, I probably should just rest and I can get my strength back up.
That's exactly right.
Maybe then it won't hurt so much.
Tico, you do know that Kevin has stolen Kelly's baby away from her.
The judge gave me custody because she saw Kelly as unfit. You know it's true. She is unfit. I saw her here this morning. She's having a complete breakdown.
You are even more cruel than I could possibly have imagined. Don't you know what you're doing to her?
I have done nothing, Dorian. Kelly was headed for a crack-up from the moment of her conception. She's a Kramer woman. It's genetic. You know that.
Excuse me, Miss Lord. Dr. Quintana's here.
Thank you.
Oh, that's Kelly's shrink. Yeah.
She also happens to be a colleague of mine. I am chief of staff at the hospital now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dorian. I think you should get Kelly into a psych ward as soon as possible before she hurts herself or someone else.
Augustico?
Dorian. Good night.
You see, that's why I want to meet behind closed doors, right there.
Fine. Then next time, come to Lion's Heart. We'll celebrate.
Celebrate what?
Your decision to get back into politics, Kevin.
With your support, of course.
I have friends who are in position to get things done. I could make you a very powerful man.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Well, let me know what you decide.
I will.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Miss Toledo?
Yes.
Should I bring a drink up to Miss Paredes now?
No, not just now. She's resting. Can I ask you, were you just down here a moment ago? I could have sworn I heard something.
No. It could have been another of the staff, though. Should I ask?
No, that's okay. I'll ask myself.
want to tell me, don't you? It's okay, Angelina. You can trust me. I won't let Tico or Sonia know, but please, for the sake of my family, you have to tell me the secret you're keeping.
For the sake of your family?
Yes. Please.
Manuel is your family.
Yes, I know he was my uncle, but that doesn't explain why the bank needed my handprint to hand over the money.
I was afraid.
Why? Because Sonia told you something bad would happen if the truth came out?
There was an explosion.
The bomb that killed Isabela and Manuelito.
Manuel was a terrible monster. Manuel was una bestia terrible. I lived with una...
What?
Con una...
I thought
bestia terrible.
I thought you lived in Madrid, far away from Manuel.
Sí.
So you worked for the Santis in Puerto Rico before Isabela died?
Manuel was a terrible monster.
Yes, Angelina, I know.
Was I the bride of a terrible monster?
Hey, the next time I get so crabby, could you just maybe pretend like I'm a kid and tell me to take a time out?
Oh, don't worry, I'll do it. Especially since I act like a grown-up all the time myself. Hey, but look, I think you're being too hard on yourself.
Maybe.
No, maybe. I mean, you're taking a huge risk by standing up for your brother.
Yeah, I guess, but I know that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, I know. And I know that you hate that your father can't accept something that's just different. But you know what? You don't hate your dad. And you shouldn't feel guilty for still loving him.
Where the heck did you go? I can't believe you just left me in the middle of a conversation like that.
I had something I had to take care of.
What?
You up for a drive?
Where do you want to go?
To see your dad.
No trace of Santi's money yet. Yeah, I've got it handled. Yes. I'm closing in on El Tiburon. I'll have something for you soon.
Who's that on the phone?
Please, Angelina, stay with me. Give me something, anything that will help me. Please, Angelina.
You're such a handsome man. So strong. So like Manuel. There is darkness in your eyes. I am afraid.
You have nothing to fear. I just want to know the truth, Angelina.
Angelina, if this truth gets out, it can ruin people's lives.
You must go. Go, Antonio, and never come back to this house. I beg of you. I beg of you, go now. Ahora.
I asked you who it was.
The bartender at the club.
Go away from here. Ahora.
What's going on?
Go, Antonio. Go now. I beg you.
It sounded as if you were talking to someone.
I was so sure that you were going to go back to Flash.
Well, that's practically what you were telling me to do.
Did I?
Yeah, and then you went to the library.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Tell me how you really felt.
I didn't want you to feel like you owed me anything.
Jen, look, you and I have made it through day after day of back-breaking work in the heat and somehow ended up smiling at the end of most of them.
Yeah. How did we do that?
We had each other.
Because this is not how I expected this night to go.
I always knew what I wanted, but the letter just threw me. for a second.
Yeah, me too.
What you said before about thinking that I wouldn't feel anything if we slept together. You don't believe that, do you?
We've got evidence missing in a murder case. We've got a suspect missing in a shooting. Now, Laura, you can't possibly tell me to ignore Antonio Vega's connection to all of this.
What are you saying? That Antonio risked his career to help a man escape who just shot at him? Why would he do that?
Don't make me answer that.
No, Daniel, you're wrong. I'm sorry. This investigation, he would never risk this investigation to take the law into his own hands. It's too personal.
Nora, I had to pull him off the guy right in there. John, you're not saying a whole hell of a lot here.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned about him.
So you agree with me?
I don't believe he'd ever cross that line.
Okay. You have faith in Antonio Vega? Clear him. Find me another suspect, along with all of the evidence that walked out of here.
Okay. Do you need something?
We heard you call out. I dreamt that someone was in here. I must have cried out in my sleep. I'm sorry.
Are you all right? Okay, well, that's all that matters. Okay?
Because she just had some pain medication. She may not be lucid.
Why don't you try and sleep peacefully this time? Okay? Buenas noches.
Good night.
Good night.
Antonio? Are you here?
Kevin let you see Ace, huh? I thought you were on his enemy list. These are pretty cute.
Yeah, I am, kind of. But, he had this meeting and he needed to get rid of me, so luckily I had my camera. I could take some pictures for Kelly.
Good.
Do you think it's gonna make things worse?
Hey. What's going on?
Actually, I just came by to see if you were okay.
Jessica took some new pictures of Ace to show you.
Do you want to see them?
Yeah, sure. Let's sit down.
Okay, I took these just a little while ago.
Oh. Look at him.
He's wonderful. You know, when I'm with him, I can't worry about anything.
Yeah, he makes the whole world seem perfect.
David?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello, Jessica. What a lovely surprise.
Hi.
Kelly?
What is Jessica doing here?
She's visiting Kelly. Have a seat. What did Dr. Quintana have to say?
When I was at the palace, I ran into Kevin, and guess with whom he was having a power drink?
Whom?
Agustico Santi.
Gus and Kevin?
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Oh, well, I wish I knew. I was so touched when Tico came by the courtroom. I thought to support Kelly, but now I'm beginning to think he was there for Kevin.
I haven't trusted that guy since day one. It doesn't surprise me that he's wrapped up with Kevin.
Yes, but doing exactly what?
I have to get back to you on that. But tell me what Dr. Quintana had to say about Kelly.
How's she doing?
She's up, she's down, she's okay right now. Would you tell me what the doctor had to say?
She said that we should bring Kelly into the hospital for observation.
When?
As soon as possible.
Michael, it's a really bad idea, okay? Ron made it very clear on the phone that my father doesn't even want to talk to me, much less see me.
Well, that's not what your dad said.
You spoke to him.
I did. He says he misses you.
He said that.
In so many words.
Well, what about Eric? I mean, what about the wedding?
Marcy, why don't we take things one step at a time? Maybe you should just start talking to your dad first, you know?
Michael.
Listen, if you guys aren't in contact, it's gonna be impossible to ever bring him around on this issue.
All right, fine.
So, you ready to go?
Let's go. I hate you. Come on.
Is there any way you could just erase everything I said before?
Okay. But you have to promise me you'll stop putting yourself down. Not even in your own head.
I'll work on it.
And I promise that I will not let you feel abandoned if I get another letter.
If you get another letter, I'll burn it.
You know, I told my dad that I was falling in love with you more and more every day. And that meant this is real.
It's real for me, too.
I don't think Antonio had anything to do with stealing those files or that evidence.
He's become fixated on the Sante family and it's taken over his life. And I know something about a case that becomes too personal.
John, I've known him an awfully long time. Longer than you.
I know. Come in.
Bartender from the Palace dropped this off on his way home. Belongs to Vega.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I'll make sure he gets it.
You know, maybe what we're overlooking is that. Case file for Octavio Vigil.
Kelly seemed fine. I know that she was really glad to see the pictures of Ace.
I'm sure she was. Thank you so much for stopping by.
You know, I don't know if this helps, but Ace seemed to be doing pretty well, considering. I better get going.
We appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Jessica. You heard Jessica. Kelly's doing better. There's no need for her to go to the hospital.
Look, Dorian, we're not talking about Melinda or Addie here. We're talking about Kelly, okay? And just because she goes in for observation doesn't mean that she has to be committed. Look, this way, maybe she could get better before things
No,
get
David,
worse.
no, she's not going to that hospital. There's no way that I'm going to let that happen.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing?
Fine. Ace is gonna come home soon. I know it, and then everything will be okay.
Kevin.
I hope it's not too late.
No, please, come in. I hope you're here to tell me that you are going to run with Governor Brooks this fall.
Well, look, I appreciate your support. I just want to make sure you understand what happened between the governor and me.
Well, I've spoken to him about your falling out, and look, between you and me, he's in trouble. His base is eroding. His current lieutenant governor, not an asset. His campaign desperately needs new blood. He told me that he's ready to endorse you if you'd like to be lieutenant governor again.
I think I like that very much.
Then consider it done. I'm looking forward to working with you. Sonia, where are you going?
Taking this upstairs.
Thank you for not telling them that I was here.
I'm sorry. I brought them in here.
No, Angelina. I just need to know the truth.
Only your death will end your search.
Right.
Then I will try to save your life.
You'll tell me?
If you promise to keep what I tell you a secret, I will give you the answers you seek about your family.
I will. I swear, Angelina, I will.
But once you learn it, it will not bring you any peace. Once you know, you may never be able to find your way back to your old life.
Stay tuned for Scene.
On the next One Life to Live.
I'm on to you. So why don't you just drop the act?
I think I know what this secret is that you've been keeping, and I think that it's time that you tell Antonio.
I am not who you think I am.
Then who are you?
Wally Kurtz spends the day with a soap star. One Day With, tonight at 6:30, part of the Saturday Six Pack.